Hi everyone, today I'm just going to tell you the difference between the different fields that we have in mental health. So let's start with psychiatry. People confuse between a therapist, a psychologist and a psychiatrist. To start with, psychiatrist is someone who is a doctor, has a medical background, has done MBBS and then specialized in mental health. On the other hand, when we talk about anybody who is a psychologist or a psychotherapist, it is different from a doctor. They do not have a medical background. That is, they are not eligible to prescribe any kind of medication, any kind of drugs to people. A psychologist over here in India is somebody, so we in general, we actually use the title psychologist, like either counseling psychologist or clinical psychologist or industrial psychologist. It refers to the degree that we get, and generally a psychologist is somebody who's involved in research and somebody who's done his or her masters in psychology, depending on whatever specialization they have chosen. On the other hand, when we are talking about a psychotherapist, we are talking about somebody who is taking therapies, who is doing some kind of consultation. So, who is doing some kind of person one-to-one work or some sort of a group counseling, as we say. So, when we have school counselors, that is more of a therapy work. When we say somebody holds a clinic somewhere, that is again some sort of a therapy work which is done. Now comes the question of counselors. Again, the term is quite interchangeable when people say therapist and counselor, but generally it is believed that counselor is somebody who sort of gives some kind of a guidance, advice. However, a therapist is somebody who does not give that kind of an advice. So that's the slight difference that we have between the two, but they are used interchangeably pretty much. At the same time, when we talk about somebody like a healer or a life coach, it completely differentiates from these fields. Healer, yes, they may be solving people's issues, they may be helping people with aches and pains. They need not have a medical background, they need not have any background in psychology either. They have certain different modalities, they belong to a different school of thought, and they do healing using very different methods and principles. When we talk about life coaches, again, they need not have any kind of a psychological background nor a medical background. They could just be individuals who have done certain courses and maybe use the tag life coach, or hopefully in most cases they are accredited to certain institute as a life coach. However, we do not have many people who may be accredited, so you can always ask for credentials as to if they are affiliated to a university, affiliated to a certain institute which states or which calls them a life coach. Always look for any qualification that you get about your healer, your therapist, your life coach, so as to understand what are his or her potentials or abilities to be able to help you in whatever ways they can help you. So understand their qualifications, understand their backgrounds, understand what they do and what they are not capable of doing, and only then go for a therapist or go for a life coach or a healer, whatever you choose. It's completely up to you, and just be careful and aware of everything.